This is an emergency press conference, an open letter to Senator Maria Cantwell. We have an emergency press conference. We need to talk about the ticket bills that you're trying to sponsor. We want to talk about that right now. So this is an open letter. I want to talk to you for a minute about the ticket bill that's going on your desk. You have an option of passing or killing. Okay, I'm going to tell you why you should rip this bill right up. Let me explain some things that are going on here with this ticket bill. The lobbyists, mainly Ticketmaster and the venues, are trying to convince you of certain things that are just profoundly not true. And if you read through and you sift through the nonsense, you're going to get to the heart of the matter here. Okay. Couple of things. Speculative tickets. They want to ban speculative tickets. What is a speculative ticket exactly? It's basically a listing on a ticket resale site like a StubHub, Vivid Seats, Ticket Network, whatever. One of these big companies that sell tickets, okay? And they're listing tickets that they're going to get, they promise to get for somebody in the future, okay? They don't necessarily own those tickets outright. They're not holding a ticket in their hands and selling it to you like this. Instead, they're selling it to you ahead of time. Buying a speculative ticket as a consumer is a major advantage. Why is that? Because number one, I want to make travel plans. I want to go to a show that's not until Christmas, okay? And here it is in February, March, April, whatever. And I want to buy my travel plans ahead of time, okay? I know I'm going to go to the show. I know I need the hotel. I know I need airfare. If I can get those travel arrangements ahead of time, so be it. If I can get those travel agents ahead of time at a good price, I want to jump on that. I don't want to wait to make my travel arrangements until the time that it goes on sale to the public, where I may or may not be able to buy those tickets. Instead, I'll employ one of these services who will guarantee me that ticket. Lobbyists are trying to say to you is that these tickets are fraudulent. Okay? They're selling tickets that they don't have. They're using words that make it sound like it's a illegal activity, that's fraudulent. But it's not fraudulent at all. In fact, it's fully disclosed upfront in writing. These companies that sell these tickets are telling you, the consumer, hey, these are tickets we don't necessarily own, but guarantee that you will get. And what guarantee is the key word here, because what they're saying is that if they don't come through for whatever reason, not only will you get your money back, they'll give you double your money back. And that to me is a golden ticket right there. If they're going to sell me a speculative ticket and they're not going to come through and they give me double my money back, what's the problem here? I really don't understand. But they're making it sound, the lobbyists for Ticketmaster and the venues are making it sound like it's a bad thing. They've also put lots of falsities in this. They say to you that speculative tickets are the reason for ticket bots. Also, again, a complete ridiculous analysis. That is complete ridiculousness. Think about it. Ticket bots can't buy a speculative ticket. Ticket bots can only buy real tickets that are on sale. So there's really nothing to do with speculative tickets. That whole logic that they threw at you, that they're trying to convince you that these speculative tickets are the evil, is completely false. They're actually telling you a complete lie and a fabrication so that you buy into this whole thing. Oh, speculative tickets, that's the whole reason for all these ticket problems. That's the reason that Taylor Swift sells out. They're trying to incite all kinds of thoughts that passing this law is going to solve all these ticket problems. Like the Taylor Swift ticket debacle happened because of speculative tickets. Completely untrue. In fact, the whole reason that ticket debacle happened is specifically because of Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster had a very, very bad on sale. They failed to plan for this accordingly. They had all these verified fans that you had to register for, and instead of having a nice orderly ticket sale, they had chaos. They had complete sellouts in no time, and maybe TicketBots got some of the tickets, but they certainly did not get all the tickets, because if they got all the tickets, all those tickets would have been on the resale market, and there weren't. There were very few tickets on the resale market, which is why the prices went astronomical. There was just way too much demand and not enough supply, and that's what happened there. Anybody could tell you that. There are numerous university studies about the ticket resale market, okay? And they all say it's basically supply and demand. If you inhibit the supply because of restraints on the sale, that means there's very little tickets out there. That means the price goes way, way up. The more restraints you place on something, the higher the prices go. If you restrict the resale of tickets and make less brokers or resellers supply the tickets, those prices are going to go through the roof. Okay, and that's what's happening. Let me explain the ticket business. You don't have to spend any money for a government study about the ticket business. It's very simple. There's two things you need to know: supply and demand. If you have very, very great demand and very limited supply, the prices go way, way up, okay? How can you combat that? Well, you have more shows, but the artists don't want to do more shows. There's very limited options that you have as a government agency to combat this, okay? It's just the nature of the business. There's just not enough tickets out there to meet the supply, and there's going to be people that are disappointed. That's just a fact, okay? We have to swallow that hard medicine that, you know what? There's something you can't do. As a governor, you want to do everything possible to help the consumers, right? You want to pass laws that are going to be beneficial to the consumer. But guess what? You can't change that fact that there's going to be more people that want to go to a show than there are tickets. That's it. And it's going to create an influx of people that want those tickets, that are willing to pay a higher price for them. That's the whole nature of the ticket resale business, okay? You can't cap the prices. The supply and demand will set the price. The market will set the price, okay? Ticket bots, of course, they're illegal already. There's nothing you need to do about that. Anybody who has an unfair advantage to take up big blocks of tickets should be illegal, and it already is illegal. So you don't need another law to make it more illegal. It is already illegal, okay? Also, the only people that banning speculative tickets benefits, guess who? Ticketmaster and the venues. The two lobbyists that are trying to convince you to pass this law. So who benefits from having speculative tickets? The consumer, a guy like me who wants to buy tickets ahead of time. I don't want to have to buy tickets from Ticketmaster. Let's say I can't go online the day that a show goes on sale. I'm working, I have to take my kids to the doctor, whatever. I can't make it. I can't buy tickets the day that it goes on sale. I need another option. The other option is the choice of getting tickets ahead of time through a speculative ticket sale. Okay, that is not an illegal activity. It is not illegal in any state, not federally, not internationally. Nowhere is it illegal. The reason I'm making this open letter to you is to appeal to your sense of reason and understanding that there are a lot of lobbyists out there. They're trying to show you that Ticketmaster is a noble company that is only looking out for the interests of consumers, and that the box office lobbyists also are only interested in the consumer benefits. So I want to give you another perspective of what's really going on here. If we can cut through all the pollution that they're telling you and really cut to the chase here. The bottom line is this: consumers, such as myself, want choices. We don't want to be dictated by the law that says that they're trying to make, that says you have to buy your tickets through Ticketmaster or the box office only. I'd like to have a choice, a law that bans speculative tickets. Now, speculative tickets, they make sound like it's a horrible thing, an illegal activity, a fraudulent activity. That is the furthest thing from the truth. Speculative tickets have been around for decades. It's only become popular because lawmakers are looking for a scapegoat, somebody to blame for the debacle that Taylor Swift tickets caused last summer, when people could not get tickets no matter what they did. So what Ticketmaster is doing is the oldest trick in the book: divert the attention from me and put it onto you or somebody else. I didn't do it, they did it. That's what Ticketmaster has done with the Taylor Swift debacle. It's not our fault that we screwed up the sale. It's the fault of the bots, the ticket brokers, speculative tickets, you name it. It's everybody's fault but our own. Truth is, the bottom line is, it's all Ticketmaster's fault. They do everything in their power to try to regulate the tickets for their benefit. Supply and demand. That's what tickets are all about. Supply and demand. There are just too many people that want to go to a show, and you can't regulate that. Okay, you can't make the artists play more shows. They're going to play one show, two shows, whatever. They'll play whatever they want. Okay, and there's just too many people that want to go see those shows, and you can't regulate that. There's going to be people that are disappointed that are not going to be able to see those shows because they got sold out. There's just so many seats out there, and there's too many people that want to go. You can't make regulations and laws that are going to change that. Okay, so if you could swallow that pill, even though it's not pleasant, because there's going to be a lot of unhappy fans out there, unhappy constituents of yours that are going to get sold out. And that's just the facts, okay? Whether we like it or not, that's the fact. Once we deal with that fact, that no laws are going to change that, then we could go on buying speculative tickets from a legitimate source like StubHub, Vivid Seats, Ticket Network, Ticket Liquidator, whatever the company is. As long as it's a legitimate source, I feel 100% confident that if there's a problem, I'll get my money back. In fact, I know people who've gotten double their money back. A lot of these places have a 200% guarantee that if you don't get your tickets, they give you 200% of your money back. That is a great deal. I will take that deal any day of the week. I've bought many tickets and never once had I have any issues with buying speculative tickets. I like to buy speculative tickets because I don't have to go through the Ticketmaster nonsense. I don't have to do verified fans. I have to wait online. I don't have to do any of that. I just buy my tickets. Sometimes it costs more. Most of the times it costs more than the regular price. I'm willing to pay that. That's my choice. Not everybody wants that. That's okay. But the choice should be up to the consumer, not the law saying, no, don't sell these tickets anymore because it's fraudulent. It's not fraudulent. They're trying to make you think it's fraudulent because that is to their agenda. It only serves their purposes. It does not serve the purpose of the consumer. And that's what we're getting at here. Choice. Okay, they're saying that one of the reasons that they don't like speculative tickets is because it creates a false sense of scarcity. Okay, and there's only 4 tickets left, drives up the market prices. Also, furthest thing from the truth. If you look at some of these listings on these sites for tickets that are not yet on sale, speculative tickets, there's not just one listing with 4 tickets. There's actually dozens of listings. So the speculative ticket listers are competing against themselves. When you have competition, what happens? Prices go down. If you had only one guy listing a speculative ticket and he said, oh, there's only 4 tickets left, okay, I could see that being a scarcity issue. But in fact, these resellers list many sellers, and the many sellers create a competition between themselves, so they don't have an extremely high price. They have normal prices. Okay, now listen, these guys are making it seem that from this article that the ticket prices are just insane, like the crazy 80 prices are insane. No, they're trying to give you a false sense of reality. It's fake news. Listen, what they're telling you here, this is what they say. Here's the article. It says, Bethesda-based IMP behind the 930 Club, the Anthem, and popular Maryland music venue Merriweather Post Pavilion recently compared its ticket price to resale sites. Okay, now listen, take Weezer tickets at the Anthem, which were priced at $125 when they go on sale, but are currently being offered at spec for $5,572 via StubHub. Okay, I just checked that StubHub is selling those tickets between $183 and $1,794, and Vivid Seats sells them for $165 and up. So what they're saying is just simply not true. Maybe for 1 second there was a listing for $5,000, but who in their right mind is going to buy that ticket? You can't regulate stupid. There's thousands of choices of tickets out there, and somebody might have listed this ticket for $5,000. No idiot is going to buy that ticket. You have to be a moron to buy that ticket for that much money. Their other example that they give is $150 Alanis Morissette tickets for her upcoming Merriweather Post Pavilion show are up to $3,446 on Ticket Network. Again, not true. I just checked. The June 30th show ranges in price from $50 to $698. There was no $3,000 ticket. Maybe when they did this article, maybe there was a ticket listing for that price. But so what? Just because somebody lists the ticket for an expensive amount doesn't mean that somebody's going to buy it. Maybe they're just throwing it out there saying, hey, if you want to pay me $3,000 for this Alanis Morissette ticket, go right ahead. You know what? That should not be illegal. That's up to the consumer. If the consumer is stupid, let them be stupid. You can't regulate stupid. Then they say that nationally, ticket resellers earn an average profit of $41,000 per show by charging a median of 2 times the original ticket price, according to a recent study by the National Independent Talent Organization. That is, again, complete baloney. Just from this example of the Alanis Morissette $150 tickets are being sold for that's just nonsense. All right, anyway. Now, here's the thing about the ticket laws here. They're trying to create all kinds of laws specific to the ticket business when there already are on the books lots of laws that combat all the things in this bill. For example, they don't want to have similar sounding websites to the venue, okay, because that will confuse people. Well, you don't need a law to do that, but there are already laws on the books about deceptive business practices. Do you need a specific law about tickets? I mean, is that something that we really need? Look, if there is a website, Merriweather Post PavilionTickets.com, that's not owned by Merriweather Post, and that they're portraying it out to be that way, you have civil resources to combat those companies or those people listing those type of sites. You don't need a specific law that bans it. But if you want to go ahead and create a specific law about that, go right ahead. It's just going to duplicate the laws that are already out there. It just doesn't make any sense. I told you already that all you need to know is supply and demand. There's always going to be supply and demand issues about tickets that are create an imbalance, and it's always going to be people that are willing to pay more than their face value of the ticket, okay? So you don't need to study that. That's the fact, Jack. That's all you need to know. Here's the thing. The government, if you want to have the government's resources investigating tickets, it will never change anything about the fact that there's always going to be more people that want to go to shows than there are tickets available. And the prices are going to go higher or lower. It's going to be a free market. The more competition's out there, the more the prices will go down. Less competition, more regulations, the more the prices are going up. The harder you make it for the consumer to get that ticket, the higher the prices are going to go. You're going to create more problems than you're starting with by making these laws, which are archaic and don't need to be made. You're creating laws that don't need to be made. The only people that benefit from these laws are Ticketmaster and the venues. The consumer does not benefit whatsoever with all of these laws. Guys, if you have any comments or questions, put that below and let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow, and I'll see you guys on the next Sunny Reviews. Hope you have a sunny day.